My mic was muted that whole time. Like a dolt. Like a dullard. Okay, so anyways, I was saying that, I... It's been the best of times, it's been the worst of times. It's been a time where it's been, like, really productive, but also, I did get a significant amount of time in order to, chill out on Sunday, so, um, you know, I'm basically working on just a new business project, a new means in order to make some cash, and this is a little bit more involving my personal life, but I and so it's been going pretty well so far. I mean, as far as networking and being responsible for my part of the business, that's turning out perfectly fine. But I'm not going to end up making probably what anybody would consider a living wage doing this, but I am getting myself into pretty neatly into the 4-hour workday. Is that I'm only responsible for situations that I need to fix whenever I'm called, and also it's very likely I'm never going to get any phone calls on Sunday. So um, Pop got a brand new bag. That's all I'm trying to say. um, yeah. I guess at some point I probably should have said something about the game, but um, the simple fact is that this is so brand new. This new game. This is so brand new. This game is that I I don't even really know anything about it. I have no trivia. I would probably need to look up the developer if I wanted to mention that. Um, so, it is an interesting game simply because of its theming. It's a cooking sim. Has some similarities to something like Cook Eat Delicious or Overcooked, but also um, you're effectively making sushi out of fantasy critters. I guess this is the kind of thing that would be like some form of hellish abomination preoccupation in the underworld, as it were, ironically. Um, so, yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna crack this one open, but before we do, let's run our 2-minute ad, and then we'll go ahead and get started with Shakudo Underworld. La 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 la. Shakudo Shakudo. Sometimes I'm a little bit light about making puns based on Japanese words, but simply just because you see them all day and then you just immediately associate them with the English word that they most sound like. It's not an excuse. I need to learn to be a little bit more culturally sensitive on this channel. Yeah, there's the rub. All right. So, well, I got the other end of the 1-minute ad. Sometimes I struggle about what I'm going to say during the intro, especially the part of the intro that is behind the commercial, because what can I actually fill out with that in that amount of time? Hey, you're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're older still. It's a bit of a strenuous opening theme loop as well. It's actually quite good music, but I don't know. It could have used a little bit more of a variation. Anyways, here we go, folks. Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. Welcome once again to Brainy the RPG Cat. As I had mentioned at the top of the stream, we're going to be playing Shakudo Underworld. Is this interesting cooking simulator where you go into the underground and slay monsters and turn them into sushi. And we all know Brainy loves him some sushi. Brainy is going to be more than a little preoccupied with whether or not he would actually want to eat any of the critters in this game, but I don't anticipate myself being too picky about it, because as you all know, I'm a cat. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this a load. They said that they only just patched controller into this. We'll see if, controller actually does work. I have it turned on now. I wonder if I have more than one instance on there. Hold on a second. Well, as always, you guys are free to watch the wheels come off. If it doesn't work, then I can go ahead and play it with keyboard. That's not going to be too hard. Okay. Oh, let me see. Well, right cursor is actually moving my mouse, which I think is Steam default. So yeah, I don't think that controller is working. I'll have to use the keyboard, whichever way it's supposed to go. Oh, the infamous Isekai truck slammed into the side of a sushi restaurant one day. Is that I will return your life. In exchange, you have to continuously turn monsters into fancy gourmet cooking dishes. Welcome, Kami-sama. We couldn't be more on the nose with the Kitsune, folks. In case you haven't realized what happened, you're dead. Right now, you're in the underworld, a place for souls with regrets from their past lives. You're wondering who I am? I'm the deity who summoned your soul to this place, which means I'm your new master holding the power of life and death over you. Well, you're already dead, but you get what I mean. Now you've got some work to do. Let's go to your new workplace. Okay, well... Okay, now I've got left stick movement. Okay, so then left stick here, and then right stick maneuvers my mouse. Okay, that's how some of this is going to work. This is my new restaurant. Oh, do tell. Okay, this is a bit of a problem because I can't figure out how to advance text using the mouse. Well, maybe I'm still overshooting mouse controls. I don't know. Gods have their own dreams too, like opening a restaurant. And it serves Japanese-style food. I'm not kidding. I guess you would call it Shakudo. That's a more fitting name. Naturally, I need someone to take orders and serve the dishes. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and start working. The customers are already going in. First, you have to pour tea. Alright. Left trigger to pour tea. Well done. Looks like they want to have some onigiri. You need to get the ingredients first. Okay, yeah, so 2 parts rice. And then 1 part nori. Alright, get the ingredients, then they'll make an onigiri for you. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a programmed in cursor advancement button. Okay, so I need him to make it onigiri. It's frustrating not having a select button. I may just move directly. I'm gonna have to stop using this. Okay, get the onigiri to the customer. They're already starving. Yeah. There's probably something I need to map with the controller in order to get this to work. Alright, well, at this point. Oops. Well, I guess you have to throw the dish away. Hold F to delete the dishes. Of course I took a long time because I was adjusting my control. Okay, so hold F. It also has some extra rice. Here comes another customer. Alright, this shouldn't be too hard to play with a keyboard. Okay, so S. And then another onigiri. And then, yeah. Go ahead and make that. Okay, I finally get it. I kind of thought I was some kind of weird tooth thing. I'm a ghost. I'm a literal white sheet ghost. Alright. This entire game seems to be played with the down button. Maybe that's what is it. I need to press down in order to advance. No, that doesn't seem to be working either. Alright. Clear the table. Left trigger. Oh, time really flies. We have to close the shakudo. At the end of each day, you'll be able to take some advance and advance the next way. Make sure you clear the table before you do that. Other than rice and nori, there are many more ingredients you can use. I'll show you. You can follow me. The sacred rock links 2 separate spaces together. Nothing suspect about that. No siree, Bob. Use this to teleport yourself to the caves underneath. Okay, left trigger. Okay. This is the cave. You can get most of the ingredients. This place feels pretty dead. I wonder if there's a way to make it lively again. Right now, the only ingredients you can get are the vegetables. Before you take any of the veggies, you have to water them. Try to do that right now. Left trigger, water pump. Alright. You don't need the veggies right now, though, so let's return to Shakudo. I'm going to use the thumbstick and the mouse in order to play this. Alright, Alright. Not bad for your first day at work. I'm the revered deity who rules over this underworld. Just call me Kami-sama. You know that lamb fellow, he was a little bit more modest about being a god. Wait, you're asking why I wanted to open the Shakudo? Although I am not able to leave the underworld, I always wanted to taste some of the dishes from the food above. The most amazing of them being, of course, the chawan mushi. Just thinking of the tenderness of the steamed egg and the aroma of its many ingredients really makes my mouth water. However, making a cup of perfect chawan mushi is no easy task. That's why I'm opening the shakudo to hopefully give my staff enough training to make this tasty dish. Alright, to complete your preliminary training, I have one more thing to show you. Follow me. Alright. These statues have been infused with my power. Try interacting with them. Unlock various ingredients, technologies, and abilities by playing by giving me some money earned at the Shakudo. Go ahead and pray for your first upgrade right now. Speed makes me move a bit faster. I've received your prayer. Now that your walking speed has been improved, you can work more efficiently. To make the Chawanmushi or Shokudo needs to be perfect in every aspect, from equipment, variety, ingredients to the skills of its task. Get up the 3 final upgrades here, and we will be prepared to make the Chawanmushi. However money you want to spare, come here to make improvements to Shakudo. That. So, let me see. Okay, well, they're just leaving me where I can't pray. This bugs me so much that there doesn't seem to be a button that I can just use to click menus. Good morning. Wake up every morning. You need to decide on the menu. Choose 4 dishes each day. Alright. Well, right now, rice bowls and cucumber salads. Sumono, if I'm not mistaken. At the moment, you're only able to make 2 dishes, but as you gain more experience, remember the faster you serve a dish, the more experience you'll get. Now it's time to get to work. Alright. Okay. Walk up, tea. Wants an onigiri. Alright. And then... I feel like it is the right trigger. But who can be sure? Alright, so... here's your onigiri. 2 more teas. And then onigiri and then some sumono. Alright. Oh. I'm not usually used to these restaurant games. I think I'm showing that. And then... well, what do I need for Sumono? That's the question. I would assume some vegetables. Alright, well... it's alright too late, but at least I need to figure out how to make this. Okay, at least they both want rice balls. Okay, clear the tables. Okay, no, I need these little cucumber-looking things. Yeah, tea. Let's see, where is the cucumber stuff? Oh, I think it's this stuff over here. Okay. That's what I needed. You know, at least I know how to make the sumono, so... and then remembering where I'm supposed to exit to the main restaurant. That's another thing. Well, unfortunately, I missed my window, so... Okay, you just have to hover over the item to trash it. Okay, so everything cleaned up. Hey, you have to clear the table before you go to sleep. There we are. New recipe. Ghostly Ika Gungan. Gungan looks accessible because I know that we have mushrooms. I know that we have rice and nori. Actually, I'll go for the cucumber nori. Okay. So let's see, what do we have here? Oh, game's just mocking me at this point. I'm pretty sure that it is supposed to be. I'm pretty sure that it is supposed to be this, the right trigger, but it doesn't always work. Okay, there we go. You know, we're just making veggie sushi, but that's really trendy right now. Alright. Timer starts. Another fine day, said the DJ man. Alright. Get the cuke. Is that a cucumber constantly in your pocket for reserve purposes, or are you just happy to see me? Alright. I'm terrible at food service, but I assume that I already knew that. Okay. I need to get a little bit closer, you know, farm to table. Alright. Okay, he wants the same thing. So anytime you go to the underworld, are the plants already dead? Yeah, I believe so. Alright. I'm gonna get you some more of this salad. Okay. Salad. Very popular right now. Okay, onigiri. Okay. See if I can scramble to make this last man's order. Okay, well, another honest day's work. I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? 'Cause, you know, I don't know, anything I can add to the skill tree, yes? ' Ghost is the most elusive ingredient. It's a good thing I didn't pick out the ghost sushi then. How much does each of this one help you to increase? Well, obviously I don't have enough for anything. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't matter what button I press. I do just have to use the mouse for the next section. Okay, so. Don't think I've got anything new. Alright. I say we're going for honesty. Trying to do as best as we can to work with duty integrity and don't lollygag on too many orders. Alright. I don't really have to double pump the veggies, but... I should have grabbed an extra cucumber. I should always have like 2 cucumbers in inventory, so imagine when this gets harder. Okay. Tea. Salad. And more sushi. More sushi, more sushi. Everything is sushi. Alright. Up, what did I just say to myself? Always have a cucumber in your pocket. And then be happy to see people. Wants the same thing. I'll have what he's having. Alright. Good enough. Okay, 10 seconds left open, and one more person probably gonna walk right in the door. And of course he wants the one thing I don't have on me. Hang on, I want to give you the... instead of giving you your food, I want to give you the basic ingredients of your food. Oh, I ordered the wrong thing. I made the wrong thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to make up for this one. Nope. Okay, well... 26 coins. Can I get something new from the skill tree? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, actually, I was able to... Okay, I got Ghost. Then everything else... Okay, I see where the prices are now. Okay. Go to sleep, go to sleep. I pressed something that actually advanced it. Now I don't know what that something is. Fair. How do you like them apples? Alright. Uh, let me see. You know, we're doing pretty good for a place that only serves rice balls and veggie sushi. We do have Ghost now. Um, Up, I'm having a bit of an off day. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to make this in time. And then I don't have a slot for Nori either. Okay, at least I have what's in my pockets to make these next two orders. Stop stuffing my pockets with rice. Much more often than I need an extra cucumber in my pocket. In case somebody wants a sushi. Alright. Overworked, grumble, grumble, overworked, grumble, grumble, underpaid. No control over my life. Okay, closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Expansions. Yeah, something is a little off about this. The thing is, even though I am doing this with my mouse, it still somewhat detects my actual mouse. Maybe it's just a matter of I don't know, turning off my mouse, and I just lost my ability to accept everything. Game is probably so much better if you are just playing with a keyboard, but I'm stubborn at this point. I could have put it in my side keyboard too, but you know, I would have to reach down there. I would have to plug something in to my USB port, and that just seems like too much effort at this point. Yeah, Gunkin. Takamaki requires tongue. I don't think I have tongue. Alright. At least I think I have mushrooms. Alright. Alright, so I'm a mushroom, I'm a cucumber. I always need rice and nori in my inventory. Okay. Getting this down to a process. Okay, I think I have what I need in order to make this. There we go. Now my pockets are empty. Alright. Need one of each inventory item. Alright. No, I need to make the rice ball before I serve it to him. That's how this is supposed to work. Let's say, well, while I'm waiting for another customer, just grab another cuke. Alright. Is that sentient sushi you are serving? Alright. Okay, you want some of that too, huh? Why do I make the best undead sushi? Because I use the freshest ingredients. Haven't even done penance yet. Oh, might have served the wrong guy. Let's get this to him really quick. There we go. Phew, that was close. Alright. Three more coins from getting him a Neki Neko. Everything else is too expensive. Alright. Hooray for gotchas. Yeah, I thought I had something ghost-based on the menu, but I guess not. I can't see every recipe I have. I think I had the option to pick it, but I didn't. I was rarely smart in that situation. Alright, well. Alright, oh, I did not need the cabbage. Okay. Okay, who's been waiting the longest so far? All right. Oh, I'm gonna be late with the Suma now. Okay, well, never mind. Let's make a rice ball instead. Ba da 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 da. Well, at least they're ordering in the right pattern this time. Eh, all right. Mushrooms. Okay, I need to get the veggies from the basement again. Well, it's not really the basement, it's a portal to, like, the underworld. To cook the mushrooms. You see, I have one gotcha token here. Turn the knob. Ooh, free summer outfit. Yeah. Maneki Neko. Possessing free money. Extra bar stool. Sous chef. Does some of the things I can afford in the future. I went to bed that night. I went to bed that night while still holding a cucumber in my pocket. Let's start making ghost sushi. Ghostly Ika. Wandering Souls requires 3 ingredients. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Mushroom tempura. Okay, well, here, just something that has mushrooms on it, in it. We're having a brief shortage today. We're mostly just going to be making single items. All right. You know, I can at least pick out things that are different looking so that I don't get too confused when I'm looking at them in the menu. Oh. All right. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, these controls actually work, but then there's something a little bit off with where my mouse position is and where the game would like my mouse position to be. Okay, so... It's a good thing that they're coming in waves now. Don't have a gotcha token. Let me see. Outfit. Yeah. No, I can just wear something different. A little bit broke, but you know, getting random free money definitely was worth it. Okay. Use the right stick in order to open the menu. Alright. I'm mostly worried about the menu being simple. And I like to serve the mushroom sushi over the cucumber sushi because it's a bit better looking. Okay, more mushroom. Kind of a peaceful game, if you think about it, if you get right down to it. Alright. I'm wearing a new outfit because customization. Customization is the name of the game when it comes to modern day video games. Alright. Okay, he wants the mushroom salad. And he also wants the mushroom salad. They're always after the one thing that I don't have in my pockets, or it just feels like that way because... Alright. Bada 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 bada. Toiling away for very little pay, but still living my best life. Mimic tongues, slimes for ingredients. Yeah. At 30 coins, I can't afford it, any of it. I'm Gus. Ooh, ghostly dango. Now we're gonna have 3 single ingredients. Alright. Hopefully this just kind of makes things a little bit easier in general. There we go. as all our brand new, efficient, all one item menu. Oh, don't need cabbage. Okay, you can have anything you want as long as it's a cucumber. All right. I need ghost for that. This is the first time I've ever cooked something with a ghost ingredient. All right. You know, this is what I when I got the free money upgrade, as it really just means that I'm getting tips for orders now. I'd like to make this guy salad, but there's not mushroom. Get it? Get it? Get it? Okay, we're getting close to our first ad. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from Twitch. Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned. Okay, yeah, day is over. 45s. All right. Oh, Gold Tea Fish, thank you very much for rating us with 3 viewers. Hello, everybody out there. My name is Brainy. I am a cat, and I like RPGs. All right, thank you, everybody, from coming in for his channel. You know, if you guys need a break, you know, feel free to go ahead and take a break. But thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for discovering me and this very weird cooking game that I'm playing tonight. All right, let's see. Hope I didn't pause in an awkward place. What was an I in the middle of doing? Okay, well, get some fresh mushroom, cucumber, and ghost. Because that's an ingredient in this underworld sushi restaurant. Alistair Red says, evening. Evening, Alistair. And a good evening it is when you've got nothing left to do in the week except sit down and play a video game in the evening. Oops. I was after hours. I forgot about that. Okay, I don't think I'm even going to be able to keep what was in my pockets. 60, 50, 90, 70, 95. Okay, still can't afford anything for upgrades. You know. If I made more expensive stuff, I would make, I'd make more money. But then I'd have to go scrambling around for ingredients. I have my first 4-ingredient recipe here. Or at least I thought I did. Maybe I just decided to do something cheaper. Okay, so just ghosts, just mushrooms, just living cucumbers, and just rice balls. Okay. I like rice balls. Jelly-filled are my favorite. All right. Oops, wrong recipe to prepare first. You know, it never fails. You go right up to the vegetable garden and then it immediately dies as a result of being an undead vegetable garden in the underworld. And I also messed up my customer. Alright. Chop, 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 chop. Alright. I might as well just pump it once every time as a precaution. Okay, now I gotta make the ghost dango. You know, I'm a ghost, and I am cooking using ghosts. I feel as though that should be some form of conflict of interest. It's not like I was giving it a choice in everything that I'm doing here right now.